Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So there's this story that I want to read to you all. I'm going to read some excerpts from it. Then I'm going to provide my commentary. It's about the police in Los Angeles. So let me read these excerpts and then I'll be back with my commentary. I'm going to share my screen right now so that you all can see the article as well. Okay, so here's an article from the Los Angeles Times. It's entitled LAPD Investigating Report of George Floyd Photo Circulating with the caption, "You Take My Breath Away." So it says the Los Angeles Police Department has launched an internal investigation after an officer reported that a photo of George Floyd with the words, "You Take My Breath Away" in a Valentine-like format was being passed around by other officers. Chief Michael Moore said. It goes on to say that Moore said that the officer made the complaint is set to be interviewed on Monday. It goes on to say that our investigation is to determine the accuracy of the allegations while also reinforcing our zero tolerance for anything with racist views. And so that's the article. I got this information from this article right here from The Root. I'll post a link to this in the description box as well. I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now, and I'm going to provide my commentary. So you all remember George Floyd. You remember what happened to this brother. This brother was killed by Minneapolis police. And, you remember what happened. The brother was accused of using a fake $20 bill. The police restrained him. They held him down on the ground. It was like a total of 3 officers that were holding him down. One officer put his knee in this brother's neck for over 8 minutes while this brother was screaming, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe," over and over. He was like talking about how he felt like he was going to die and everything. It got so bad that this brother cried out to his mother. This brother kept crying out that he couldn't breathe, but this officer kept his knee on his brother's neck. And even while the crowd pleaded for this man, they told the officer to get off of this guy because he can't breathe and stuff. The officer kept his knee on his brother's neck. And eventually the brother passed out and passed away. And as a result, there were protests all around the country against police brutality. But yet and still, you have these officers, these pigs in Los Angeles who think it's appropriate to joke about the death of a black man. They think it's humorous that this brother was suffocated. They think it's humorous that this brother couldn't breathe for over 8 minutes. They think it is funny that this brother passed away. And this is why people say things like "fuck the police." This is why people are calling for police to be defunded. This is why people have hatred and animosity towards some of these so-called police officers. And one thing that I have to point out, one thing that's positive about this story is that you had this one officer step forward and file a complaint, to call for an investigation. That's commendable. And we need to have more police officers that have the courage to call out misconduct when they see it. Too often you have this code of silence among these police. You have this code where they don't believe in, holding each other accountable, and they allow things like this to happen. I wonder how many officers saw this Valentine's Day card where they're joking about killing this brother. How many officers saw the card and just laughed it off and passed it along to their fellow police officers? Too often, this is a reflection of the institutionalized racism within these police departments. It's a reflection of just how callous a lot of these people are, how they don't have any regard for Black lives at all. They think that it's humorous that a Black man died at the hands of the police. You know, there were other examples of other police officers and other police departments doing the same thing. And I'm going to share my screen again to cite a couple of those examples from the root. So this is not some strange situation. Unfortunately, this type of callous disregard for Black life is something is too often joked about within these police departments. So I'm going to share my screen again so that you all can see this. So in this article from The Root, and I'll post a link to this in the description box, they talked about how the Aurora, Colorado police, you had the situation where people were reenacting the police chokehold that led to the death of Elijah McClain. You had that situation. And then you also had a situation where a former Florida police officer made posts with a meme about Black Lives Matter activists in Wisconsin. So you've had other examples that is kind of, you know, sick disregard of Black life, where they think that it's something funny about Black people dying. So I just had to share this story with you all. Please rate, comment, subscribe, like the video, share the video, hit that notification bell so that you'll know when I post new content on here. Peace and blessings. Have a great day.